Welcome to the International Civil Rights Center and Museum's 2023 Kwanzaa Lecture Series. Habaragani! That is the greeting each day for Kwanzaa. And today's response is Imani, faith. On this final day, our seventh day of Kwanzaa, our presenter, Dr. Meredith D. Summers, is a native of Elon, North Carolina, and proud graduate of Wake Forest University, where she received a bachelor's degree in sociology and religion with a concentration in family studies. She went on to graduate studies in sociology at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro and the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. She received an executive Juris Doctorate from Purdue University Global. Meredith is a natural entrepreneur who started her first business, Creative Soul, during her junior year at Wake Forest in 1997, an umbrella company specializing in small business and nonprofit consulting, initial imaging and marketing, graphic web design, and startup. She also is the co-founder and co-owner of Venus Moon Hair Studio, a full-service salon, tattoo, and piercing shop established in 2008. In the Life Incorporated, an event planning company established in 2004. MD Tax Solutions, a tax preparation and consulting firm. Mix Fix, a meal prep and nutrition consulting business that helps people transition to a healthier lifestyle. Creative Cakes, a small bakery, started in 2011 in memory of her late mother. Meredith received the Triad Business Journal's Outstanding Woman in Business Award in 2019. She is a vice chair of the board for the Volunteer Center of the Triad and serves on the board of the Guilford Green Foundation. She served Delta Sigma Theta sorority for 27 years. In addition to her entrepreneurial endeavors, Meredith currently serves as the Chief of Staff and the Assistant Secretary to the Board of Trustees at Guilford College in Greensboro, North Carolina. She also faithfully serves on the President's Cabinet. Hailing various roles since 2011, she works closely with the popular Bryan series, is a Title VI hearing officer, is responsible for executing opening, convocation, and commencement exercises and other major events on campus, and is the staff founder, director, and advisor for Voices of Victory, the college's gospel choir. Meredith is an adjunct professor and part-time lecturer for the Wiser Justice program at Guilford. On the seventh day, our final day of Kwanzaa, the International Civil Rights Center and Museum is proud to present Meredith D. Summers speaking on the principle of Imani, faith. To believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, and our leaders, and the righteous victory of the struggle that they will and have overcome.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and fellow Kwanzaa celebrants. As we come together today to mark the culmination of this remarkable week-long celebration, I am filled with excitement and joy to discuss the final and most powerful principle of Kwanzaa, Imani, which means faith. Imani is the cornerstone of our collective journey. It ignites the spark within us, reminding us of the infinite potential we hold within ourselves and the boundless possibilities for a brighter future when we have unwavering belief and trust in ourselves and in one another. It's not just merely our religious faith, even though our religious faith is so great, but it's a profound belief in our own potential, in the power of unity and community, and in the ability to create a better future. It is the unwavering trust in our abilities, the courage to step into the unknown, and the determination to overcome obstacles. Imani is the unshakable belief that every single step we take, every challenge we face, is an opportunity for growth and meaningful transformation. When we hold on to our own faith, we become an unstoppable force for positive change in this world. Today, I want to take you on a journey. It's a journey of inspiration as we explore the significance of Imani, faith, and how it can inspire and empower us, all of us, to traverse this path of life. Imani teaches us that despite the adversities and obstacles we may encounter, and we will encounter them, we must remain steadfast, unmovable in our belief in a higher power and in ourselves. Life is full of tests and trials. If you talk to my mother, rest her soul, she would say trials and tribulations. We face trials and tribulations, but it's faith that gives us the strength and the perseverance we need to face it all. Believe in your abilities, your strengths, your resilience. Trust that you have the power to conquer anything that comes your way. Have faith in your dreams and aspirations, knowing that with determination and belief, you can turn anything, any dream, into your own reality. We have witnessed, read, learned about countless individuals throughout our history that have risen above tremendous adversity, fueled by this unshakable faith in their own capabilities. Think of the trailblazers. Take a moment. The trailblazers, the inventors, the activists who have quite literally transformed this country and this world. Take a moment to say their names. We say their names. I lift up my mother, Vivian Summers, my grandmother, Emma Ruth Crisp. I lift up Lavina Curry, who worked on the campus of Guilford College and used her deceased husband's freedom papers to guide enslaved men on a path of the Underground Railroad that runs right through our campus, right here in the city of Greensboro. I hope that you took a moment to pay homage to those ancestors and living legends in your own life who remind you of the power of Imani, the power of faith. Their remarkable achievements were not only based on talent, luck, it was their faith in their God and in their own abilities that propelled them forward. So my friends, my brothers, my sisters, have faith in yourself. Believe that you are capable of accomplishing anything, and trust that you have the strength to overcome any obstacle. Imani also serves as a constant reminder to us of the importance of not just believing in ourselves, but also believing in others. In a world that around us is so fragmented and dark, divided, we must hold on to the belief that when we come together, we are a mighty force with which to be reckoned. It is together that we are stronger. We are a community united by shared values, aspirations, and a commitment to a better tomorrow. When we have faith in ourselves and faith in one another, we build bridges instead of walls. We create a supportive network that empowers us to dream bigger, to achieve more, and to make a difference right here in our own world. May we ever foster an environment of trust, collaboration, and respect, where everyone's voice is heard, valued, and embraced, because together we can amplify our concerted efforts and create a future that reflects the very best of humanity through faith. My siblings and I talk about how between us, we know so much because our parents just embedded all of these things in us as we were growing up. And one of those was pride in ourselves, living in black skin in this country, holding our heads up when we walked. And it just gave me this sense of pride in who I am as a black woman, who I became as a college student, who I became as a mother, a grandmother. And so on my way to college, I embarked on my own personal journey to really just become more of my own human, more of my own woman in black skin here in this country. I've always been in predominantly white spaces, and sometimes it made it uncomfortable to be in my own skin, and I wanted to be able, especially given the rearing of my parents, to really walk in pride, with my head held high about who I am. And so in college, I went on this journey, and I started learning even more than my parents had already instilled. We were going to museums all over the world, and we were doing our own Black History celebrations at home, but I didn't really learn about Kwanzaa until I went to college. And so just on my own self-exploration, started celebrating all by myself. And then a group of friends of ours, so other students of color, I was at Wake Forest University, we started doing yearly Kwanzaa celebrations. We would have to do it at the end of the semester, so around the middle of December, but we still would celebrate together before we left to go home for the winter break. And I continued that tradition with my line sisters. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and we've always just celebrated all things that are beautiful and black. And they are a constant reminder, along with my parents, that we just need to celebrate our own heritage. And so once I had my own family and children, we celebrate Kwanzaa in our home. And so we do traditional Christmas type activities. We celebrate on Christmas Eve. Then right on the 26th, we jump into Kwanzaa. And I'm so grateful that what was imparted to me from my parents, I can also give to my own children and grandchildren. I've even had the opportunity to teach Kwanzaa to my grandson's little kindergarten class, because they're celebrating how holidays are commemorated all over the world. And so for Kwanzaa to be included in that was quite an honor for me, to sit with these little 5-year-olds and talk to them about their classmates' heritage. It was really, really beautiful. As we stand on the shoulders of those that come before us, we have a huge responsibility to foster a community that uplifts, supports, and encourages one another. By placing our trust in others, we continue to maintain the strong foundation built by those who came before us on collaboration and unity. We believe in the potential of those around us. We foster an environment where everyone can thrive and everyone can grow. Let us cultivate faith in each other's abilities, celebrate one another's achievements, and lend a helping hand when they need it the most. In so doing, we create a ripple effect of positivity and success that extends far beyond our individual selves, but into the collective hearts and minds of the inhabitants of our own village and the broader community. Imani, faith, calls upon us to really have faith in the possibility of everything that is light and bright. There is the light of God in all of us. And our world, although it is filled with challenges and uncertainties, faith reminds us that no matter the current state of affairs, change is always within our reach. Faith allows us to envision a world free from injustice, inequality, and division. Faith gives us the strength to challenge the status quo, to advocate for justice, and to strive for a society where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. We must hold on to the belief that our actions, both great and small, contribute to a larger tapestry of progress. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, believe in us. Believe in the power of education, empathy, and compassion to create a lasting change. Have faith in our shared humanity and in our ability to overcome adversity. Each one of us has that power. to make a difference. And by coming together, working toward a common vision, we become catalysts for change. Yes, change makers, if you will, who will create a society characterized by justice, equality, and harmony for us all. Faith has been pretty much the undercurrent of my life. I'm a God chaser. Been in church all of my life. It has been, gospel music has really been my soundtrack. I really am a person that I have to hold fast to my own faith. It's gotten me through some of the worst moments in my life. I recently, and I say recently, it's been 12 years, lost my mother, who was my cornerstone, the person who believed in me the most, the person who instilled faith in me. I would often ask her, how is it that you can be okay experiencing some of the pain that you experience, some of the things that you have to endure? And she said, baby, it's faith. And I'm so grateful, even as I think about her around this time of the year, that sometimes it's difficult, but it is my faith that keeps me grounded and rooted. I can hear her voice saying, it's faith, baby. And so I'm just deeply rooted in faith. It really has been what's guided my life. I'm a person, and I tell people this all the time, whatever door it is that God opens for me, it is by my faith that I walk through every single one of them without question. And so without faith, it would be impossible for me to even be here. So how can we foster and cultivate Imani? How can we foster and cultivate our faith? It starts with embracing a mindset of positivity and possibility. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out role models who embody the spirit of Imani. Engage in self-reflection and personal growth, constantly pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. Celebrate your achievements, every single one of them, and keep a gratitude journal to remind you of all of God's blessings. Nurture your faith through meditation, prayer, or any practice that connects you to a higher power, something that's bigger than yourself. We can also cultivate Imani. We cultivate our faith by promoting an inclusive and supportive community. Engage in conversations that bridge the divide, that promote understanding. Create spaces where everybody feels welcome and heard, regardless of their background, their belief. Mentor others and support those that are in need. When we empower one another, we raise a cooperative level of faith and resilience. So in closing, my dear friends, as we conclude this beautiful journey of Kwanzaa, I invite each and every one of you to embrace Imani wholeheartedly. Let us carry the spirit of faith, the spirit of Imani with us now and throughout the coming year. Let it serve as a guiding light in your personal and your professional endeavors. Have faith in your abilities. Believe in the potential of others. Nurture compassion and understanding for one another. Trust in the collective power of unity and hold an unwavering trust in the power of our own collective action. Each of us has the capacity to change the world around us, to transform lives, and to shape a brighter future for generations and generations to come. Let us go forth from this beautiful celebration with our hearts filled with faith, our minds ablaze with possibility, and a shared commitment to make all of our dreams a reality. With Imani as our guiding principle, there is no limit to what it is that we can achieve. Let us continue to stand tall, united in purpose, and committed to the principles that Kwanzaa teaches us. May the spirit of faith, Imani, inspire us all to reach the stars, to chase our dreams, and to create a world filled with infinite possibilities, leading us to a path of hope, unity, and lasting change. Thank you and happy Kwanzaa.
So once again, we want to thank you for joining us this year in our Kwanzaa Lecture Series 2023 here at the International Civil Rights Center and Museum. I hope that all of the speakers have enriched you and empowered you to practice these principles 365 days. We usually end our series by saying Habaragani. And what Habaragani means is let us pull together. So I ask that we all come together and pull together in the year ahead. We've asked a special, wonderful member of our community to do the Habaraganis for us because we know that this member of our community symbolizes our future as a people. Until next year.
Harambe! 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 Harambe!